Hey guys, I'm Julie. I've been a Pilates instructor for going on 8 years. I have my small, teeny tiny office studio for about going on 3, and just wanted to give people a little bit more insight into what it's like being a Pilates instructor, as well as a private studio owner where I mostly teach private sessions and heavily focused on people who are recovering from an injury or who have difficulties getting over injuries and tend to have other injuries recurring because of an initial injury that had caused some misalignments. So I'm going to go into some basics. I am certified through Bassi Pilates and did my training here in Los Angeles. I had been at 3 different studios during that time and had done a lot of my student teaching hours through clients I had gotten through various discounted rate programs that are available out there, which are not as common anymore in this day and age. But I've enjoyed being able to work with actual clients rather than just through families and friends, because you get more bodies to experience and it gives you a different insight on how to communicate with different people. Because oftentimes you end up knowing how to communicate with your friends and family a lot easier than when you're talking to a complete stranger. I also did a lot of continuing education after my initial certification, and I had started that even before I got certified, because I felt like I needed more body awareness things that may be difficult for some people to feel, and it also gave me an opportunity to learn about communicating different ways to different people. So some people may be a visual learner, some people may need just a different word that will anchor in what we're trying to focus on, and then other people, it may be seeing other people move and then feeling it for themselves. So there's a whole different way of how I teach. Over time, I've come to learn that the way I need to teach for my clients is that it's very focused on how they feel their bodies, because oftentimes we find we start to get a disconnect between how our body is feeling and how things are actually going. So a lot of people coming from, say, an ankle sprain had felt a lot of tension towards certain movements like lunges, going up certain stairs, on a hike when they're out and about, lifting kids or picking up groceries and putting things in storage. So those little things. So my goal is to help them realize that they can do these motions with a few tweaks here and there depending on what they need in the moment, and then eventually going on from there. So that's helped me through the additional education that I had before being completely certified. Once I was certified, I was teaching mostly group classes, and I had done, I'd say, an average of 10 hours a week for 2 years, and then had also added on private sessions through working at different doctor's offices, like a chiropractor or a physical therapy office. And those ones I enjoyed the most because I got to learn a lot of different things that you don't get to learn in your Pilates training. And of course, depending on where you end up working at, they can either give you some more education or give you some more insight into certain patients that you're seeing, and then figure out how to go from there with those patients based off of the doctor's notes. So that's kind of my background. And then personally, I don't actually have any dance background. I am probably the worst dancer you can probably know. But I do come from somebody who loves movement. I did a lot of biking when I was young. Did a lot of walking and hiking when I was young as well. Did a teeny bit of volleyball for a very short blip when I was doing school out of the country. But besides that, movement has just been part of my life and has really helped me kind of get back into myself, so that way I don't have to focus so much on what's going on in my head. So if that resonates with you and you're looking forward to this little mini series I'm going to do, because I'm very much not used to all this video content stuff, let me know. And any questions you have, feel free to ask, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.